Many times we are conditioned because of the world we live in, and many people who don't understand how to have a spiritual process in their life, we will use our five senses, which are sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch, to gauge the world around us. We don't understand how to pull in a higher frequency, and we find ourselves bound by the things that we can prove with our five senses, things we can see, hear, taste, smell, and touch. We use our knowledge and our intellect and our physical experience to confirm what we think is true. We use scientific proofs to quantify what is real and what is not. And many times our titles and our possessions are the proofs of our status and our value. When you begin to invite your six senses into your daily experience, things change. You have the ability to have inner vision. Things will come into your mind. You'll see in ways that you haven't seen before. You'll have sensitivities to vibrational shifts in your environment, in how people are feeling, in their emotional shifts. You'll be able to sense things that technically there's no reason you should know, but you can walk in a room and say, something doesn't feel right. You'll be able to have a deeper sense of feeling and be able to put the right words and the right expression to that. And you'll have what I call the knowing, which is the ability to tap into the support system that's around you, even when it looks like things don't appear the way that you want them to be. This world of the invisible experience is one of the most powerful spaces we can exist. This is where inspiration comes. Can't put that in a physical world, but you can feel it. This is where dreams come in. No one can tell you why or how, but they're there. This is where you tap into music and vibration, things that move and shift and touch your heart and soul. These are experiences outside of your five senses, yet they have a profound effect on your daily life. And the more you learn how to use them, the more you'll learn to have mastery and to intentionally make them part of your daily experience. I always have to show this slide because for some reason people think that if they tap into invisible abilities that they're now going to become this lady. Yeah, okay, everybody, I want you to get your robe and your globe, head out to Walmart and your turban. No, this is not true. This is not who we're going to become unless you want to. But generally, when we tap in to our inner abilities, we are simply letting ourselves be who we truly are. We're meant to be able to hear our inner voice. If you really trace the parts of your life that didn't work, 90% of the times it's because we didn't trust our inner voice. It's a muscle that we aren't taught to use, and it's mostly because we're born into a society where people judge everything with their five senses. They're looking for ways to prove, for empirical, for science. And so people who flow outside of that boundary are a threat many times. If they can't quantify it on their scale, it makes them feel threatened. So just know going into this, the part of you that is meant to spiritually express itself is wholly functioning. There's nothing that you need to do. It's already there. It's complete and fully loaded. Just going to give you the toolkit so you can open it and get the parts inside that are working and complement your life in terms of the day-to-day and bring that invisible presence to it. Inner vision. That's the path to finding deeper meaning and symbols in everyday life. It's a knowing that there is a higher power that's orchestrating your actions, your thoughts, and your movements. And it's a silent trust, a pact that you have made with your spiritual self. This inner vision is part of what we strengthen and the muscle that we're building when we are in meditation. Vibration, the ability to feel energy, to feel flow, and to feel connection. Vibration is an invisible language. It has a frequency, and that frequency emits a color. Those two aspects of vibration are the points of your ping that determine your life experience. If you are flowing properly and your inner spectrum is correct, you will attract the things you are meant to. If your ping is correct, if your vibration is unobstructed by confusion and by crossed wires, you will also emit the right vibration and attract the right things. The more mastery you have over how to manage your inner vibration, the more mastery you have over your life. Sensing. This is the ability to connect with your inner flow. The ability to sense the flow of spiritual energy, creative force, and emotional energy. This space within you allows you, without the need to convince your mind of anything that has to be proven, that something is true based on the way you feel. That is a sense. It doesn't need to be backed up with empirical evidence. It doesn't need to make sense. And it is an undeniable space within you in which many times you can move and take action without question. Feeling is the ability to have emotional intelligence. It's the ability to navigate the wide variety of your emotions, good and bad. It's the ability to use them to empower yourself, to rise above them when they're limiting, and to give them their proper role in how they're going to manifest in your life. Feeling also gives you the opportunity to be empathetic, to be compassionate, to be kind, to be loving, to be spiritually awake, and to be present for the moment you are currently in. The knowing is an unexplainable sense of contentment with all that is. It's a gut feeling. It's an instinct. It's an inner guidance that you feel in your body that you are exactly where you're meant to be, and there is a divine orchestration that is happening in your life, and no resistance whatsoever to question or to feel fear. Our goal here is to get these two aspects of ourselves working together. Our 5 senses and our 6 senses are designed to complement each other, to educate each other, and to work in harmony with each other. Our goal in this workshop is to practice the integration of our soul and body connection. This means that our body can start to receive signals when our spirit is giving us information, and it can show up in things like chills, or sweating, or pain in our stomach, or an ache in our neck. It can show up in physical ways once we start to hear and understand our inner language. And also, when our body is not functioning properly, it's showing us illness, we start to understand that means that our flow is off. Our invisible flow is causing physical constraints within our physical body. So the more we allow this daily integration, the more we can step forward as our whole selves. We don't bring one aspect of our lives out when it meets the situation we're in. We walk in as a whole integrated being, and we bring both approaches to solving and dealing and managing all the experiences of our lives. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to bring all your energies in. Just allow your body to let go of your thoughts and just get into your body. I want you to just practice some feeling right now. I want you to practice feeling that blended space where your soul and body's energies are working effortlessly together. Just want you to feel these light speckles just flittering all around you like fireflies. Just want you to feel them in your body like little floating speckles of light. And I want you to imagine that each one of them contains the most peaceful, the most calm, the most grounding presence that you can imagine. So just be in this space and let's start nurturing this relationship with your soul and your body's energy.